On the news tonight, First Lady Remi Tinubu advocates food security, encourages seedlings and livestock production. Senate sets up a 12-man committee over Christian genocide claims. Plus, House of Representatives probe commercial banks over arbitrary incessant charges. Good evening and welcome to the Rstv World News. My name is Emily Tari Mbero. Now, do you love and care about Rebel State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. For it is a task you and I must accomplish. Remember, you can watch Rstv News live on Facebook and YouTube at Rstv Online. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And now details of the news. Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has urged farmers to take charge of the nation's food security efforts, emphasizing the significant support they've received from the Renewed Hope Initiative. Senator Tinubu made the calling during the ROHI's Agricultural Empowerment Program, encouraging farmers to nurture their seedlings and livestock into productive ventures. Tamno Barabi Ibulumo reports.
The event held at Government House Field in Port Harcourt saw 800 farmers from across Rivers State received seedlings, livestock and essential agricultural tools. The partnership between Renewed Hope Initiative in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, the Rivers State Government and the Youth Farmers Club of Nigeria aims to revive interest in farming and strengthen food production in the state. Representing the First Lady, the wife of Rivers State Governor, Lady Valerie Simnalaye Fubara, employed the beneficiaries to fully utilize the opportunity. Lady Fubara described the initiative as a long-term investment in Nigeria's economic stability and community resilience.
As a way of furthering the return of agriculture, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has birthed this idea to provide farm implements, seedlings, fingerlings, and others to assist young farmers, farming cooperatives, and indeed all Nigerians to plant what we eat. This is an idea born out of genuine love and commitment to the Nigerian project. It has therefore become imperative at this time for families to prioritize investments in agriculture and to teach our young ones how to farm. Fortunately for us in Rivers State, the Executive Governor of our dear state, His Excellency Sir Simnalaye Fubara, asked me to inform the people of the state that he will be always committed in assisting in providing farming implements and general agricultural support to 400 persons in the state at this event.
Rivers State Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Odu noted that the program effectively bridges socio-economic gaps, demonstrating that government initiatives can genuinely transform communities.
Beyond the immediate benefits, this program also lays a foundation for a more prosperous and self-reliant Rivers State. It rekindles hope among our people, especially at the grassroots level.
The head of Rivers State Civil Service, Yinke Brown, appealed for the support to be extended to civil servants, enabling them to build sustainable livelihood through agriculture. Mrs. Tonyo Niyinde, the Rivers State coordinator of the Renewed Hope Initiative, stated that the program intentionally targeted both young and older farmers, ensuring equal participation of men and women to promote inclusion and sustainability.
This is also a day to equip those who are passionate about farming and urge them to maximize their potentials in agriculture.
For many of the benefiting farmers, today's support signifies a new beginning, one that holds the potential to significantly boost food supply and security. Tamu Nobarabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
The 6th Division Nigerian Army Port Harcourt has paraded a gun runner who was arrested with 15 automatic pump-action rifles in Port Harcourt. The 36-year-old suspect, identified as Peter Unyale Chibweze, hails from Imbitelu local government area of Imo State. The division's Army Public Relations Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Danjuma Jonah Danjuma, disclosed this while briefing newsmen at the division's headquarters.
Lieutenant Colonel Danjuma said the suspect was arrested during an intelligence operation within Port Harcourt and its environs on 19 September 2025, targeted at curbing the proliferation of small arms and light weapons into the joint operation area. He noted that the rifles were carefully concealed in a consignment to evade detection by security agencies, adding that preliminary investigation revealed that the gun runner has been on the watch list of security agencies, and the arms intended for sale to criminal elements within the Niger Delta region.
Preliminary investigations reveal that the gun runner is known to be involved in armed trafficking deals and has been on the watch list of security agencies. The suspect, identified as Peter Unyale Chibweze, age 36, hails from the Atoji local government area of Imo State. He was apprehended while attempting to retrieve the concealed firearms hidden in a sack containing clothing materials. Further investigation revealed that the weapons were indeed intended for sale to criminal elements operating within the Niger Delta region.
He called on members of the public to support the division's operation in the region, expressing its unwavering commitment to curbing the proliferation of small arms and light weapons, as well as its safety and security.
Also add that, in line with established standard operating procedure, the suspects and the recovered weapons will be handed over to relevant security agencies for further investigation and necessary action. On this note, I'd like to restate the General Officer Commanding 6th Division Nigerian Army's commitment to security and safety in the Niger Delta region, particularly in ensuring that socio-economic activities thrive in the region.
The suspect, in an interview, admitted that he is not a licensed gun dealer. Justice Ihun, Rstv News.
Rivers State Ministry of Youth Development, in collaboration with the Nigerian Army, held a one-day sensitization and recruitment seminar titled Beyond the Uniform, Unlocking Career Opportunities in the Nigerian Army at the NBA House in Port Harcourt. The campaign aimed to co-opt Nigerian youth into the Army, clearing the negative perceptions and introducing courses in military discipline as well as ethics and career progression. Melvin Jackson reports.
Addressing participants, the Permanent Secretary, Rivers State Ministry of Youth Development, Ruhoma KJ Chinedu, stated that many Rivers youth exhibit a high level of apathy towards enrolling in the Nigerian Army, often perceiving it as death sentence. This, she said, may be connected to the limited awareness among young people about the professional and career growth opportunities that are bound within the military, adding that the one-day sensitization was conceived to bridge the gaps and create a platform for direct engagement between the Army and Rivers youths to correct misconceptions, promote and inspire renewed interest in national service.
Today's event holds special significance as it provides a bridge between service and opportunity, discipline and development, and patriotism and purpose. It is designed to expose our young people to the enormous career prospects available within the Nigerian Army beyond combat duties.
A representative of the Nigerian Army 6th Division Garrison, Major Belema Ajibo Kere, who in a paper presentation titled pathways to successful military career, from recruitment to advancement, and discipline, patriotism, and national development. The Army's role in youth empowerment countered speculations about what deters Rivers youth from joining the Army, giving insights about the diverse professional career, craft development, and skills that could be gained for free.
This presentation is to highlight career opportunities in the Nigerian Army. The position in the military means that you can work with like-minded people, support your fellow compatriots, and contribute meaningfully and rewarding work that impacts those you work with and your country.
Keynote speaker Professor Isaac Ogundu highlighted useful ventures in learning employable skills for self-reliance and enjoined participants to be disciplined so to be engaged in service. Professor Ogundu prayed every youth to channel their energies and time on service to the nation to streamline their futures as leaders of tomorrow. Others applauded the government for holding the seminar, hoping that the youth of the state will jettison negative perceptions about the army but fix their attention on the positivities that lie therein.
If we have skill, we stand a better opportunity to assess employment and to be self-employed also.
We need to renew our mind to go forward. Yes, you might begin with the uniform, but you will not end with the uniform. There are so many opportunities.
After a discussion and question and answer sessions, elated participants expressed their feelings.
I am enlightened. I have been taught, and then my mindset has been changed.
Before now, I used to have different ideology concerning the military, but with what I've heard today directly from the military personnel, I'm confident enough that I've gotten something that I will take home.
Melvin Jackson, Rstv News.
Now, the long-awaited peace and reconciliation of Ege Kingdom stakeholders was achieved over the weekend at a meeting organized by the board chairman of Banki Host Communities Development Trust. High Chief DK Hopson DK Nduaje reports that the Obogun Civic Center was full to capacity with traditional rulers, chiefs, opinion leaders, women, the youth, and political class in attendance. His report.
Addressing the audience at the meeting, High Chief Hopson DK, who is also the Umuhokagi, disclosed that there cannot be any infrastructural development or any other project bigger than the peace of Ege, hence the need for everyone to embrace peace. He said he was intentional in the convocation of the meeting involving the Ezege, the chairman, BOT Ege People's Assembly, Chief Orisonyere, and other key players in the long-drawn misunderstanding among them, and appealed that no one should take Ege matters outside the clan.
I am happy to see that peace has returned, that Ege is becoming one. And the purpose of this peace meeting today is not to fight for, it's to unify our people, that we can sit down as a people to discuss our problem, where we will have respect for one another, where we will have respect for our king, where our king will also have respect for his subject, where there will be distinction in whatever we are doing as a people.
Chairman, Board of Trustees, Ege People's Assembly, Chief Orisonyere, lauded High Chief Hopson DK for his conscious efforts at reconciling and bringing about unity of purpose among Ege leaders and institutions in pursuit of the development agenda, peace and progress of Ege land. He commended some notable sons and daughters of Ege, some of whom are living and some dead, who stood their grounds in ensuring Ege development, and urged everyone to embrace peace to move Ege forward.
There must be critical moments of disagreements and conflicts, even crises. The most important thing today is that we have resolved that there should be peace among the groups. No one should quarrel again.
Ezege III, Ezobuku of Oberland, Victor Elewa, recounted the disadvantages of war in our society to include underdevelopment, hunger, poverty, and sheer hatred, and asserted that peace is sacrosanct. He enjoined the people to put behind every bitterness, rancor, and pain to open a new chapter in a Ege development process.
I'm so much happy today. We have brought Ege in the line of peace, unity, and harmony. So I thank God so much for what my leader, Chief Oris, did today. He displayed as a leader. He displayed as one. So, and our son, Chief Rstv, who also started the peace process, that let there be peace in the land. And today, the peace has come to reign.
Chairman Obabe Mandoni Local Government Area, Sir Dr. Shedrack Chukwu, President General, Egi People's Assembly, Dr. Ugochukwu Orikoha, and Dr. Sonny Ogide, in their goodwill messages, commended High Chief DK for facilitating the all-important summit to bring together key players in the peace process of Egi Kingdom and assured him of the necessary support. Prayers were offered for the sustainability of peace in Egi, Rivers State, and Nigeria. Ndo Ajie, Rstv News.
The Rivers State Police Command has uncovered a child trafficking syndicate and arrested 4 suspected members in Port Harcourt. The command's public relations officer, Grace Iringe Koko, disclosed this in a statement, said the suspects have been on the police watch list for some time, as one of the suspects was first apprehended in the Gruta area of Ikore local government area, leading to the subsequent arrest of other members of the gang. According to the statement, Iringe Koko explained that on October 9, 2025, at about 3 p.m., operatives of the command attached to the C4I intelligence unit arrested Blessing Jack in a Gruta through intelligence-led policing. The police PRO also said the recorded conversation between Blessing Jack and one Mali Oburu revealed a recent case where her associates took a woman's baby under the false pretext that the child had died, after which the baby was sold for 2 million naira. She added that the syndicate used fake medical scans and deceitful tactics to manipulate pregnant women into surrendering their babies. Preliminary investigations revealed that Blessing Jack had previously served a 3-year jail term in Calabar for child trafficking, indicating her long-standing involvement in the illegal trade. Iringe Koko further noted that all the suspects confessed to their roles in the crime. They are currently in police custody as investigations continued to track down other members of the network. Commissioner of Police Olugbenga Adepoju commended the operatives for their intelligence and reaffirmed the command's commitment to protecting vulnerable persons and eradicating human trafficking in Rivers State. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, Ignatius Ajuru University of Education, IAUE branch, Rumelimini Port Harcourt, has informed the Vice Chancellor, members of the university community and the public of joining the 2-week total and comprehensive warning strike declared by the National Executive Council NEC of ASU. A statement by the chairperson ASU IAUE branch, Professor Ekaite Eko, says the industrial action is in full compliance with the directive of the national body of the union. According to the statement, the decision follows the federal government's persistent failure to honor and implement several critical agreements previously reached with ASU. Professor Eko highlighted the goal of the strike to compel government to resolve the conclusion of the negotiated 2009 FGN-ASU agreement based on Nimi Briggs Committee's draft agreement of 2021. Victimization of academic staff in Kogi State University KSU and Lagos State University LASU, release of withheld 3.5 months salaries on account of the 2022 strike action, and release of unpaid salaries of staff on sabbatical, part-time and adjunct appointments due to the application of the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System IPPIS. Others include release of outstanding third-party deductions such as pensions deductions, check of dues and cooperative contributions, funding for revitalization of public universities, and payment of arrears of 25% to 35% salary award for 12 months. The ASU IAUE branch maintained that the strike is total, comprehensive and binding on all members and urged all academic staff of the university to completely withdraw from all academic duties for the duration of the 2-week action. The Senate on Tuesday constituted a 12-member ad hoc committee to advise the legislature on how to respond to growing international concerns over alleged state-backed persecution of Christians in Nigeria. The decision was reached during a closed-door session today where lawmakers deliberated on recent claims by the United States government suggesting possible acts of genocide targeting Christians in some parts of the country. The Senate's move follows increasing diplomatic scrutiny and the potential implications of such allegations on Nigeria's international reputation and interfaith relations. The committee has been tasked with developing a comprehensive position paper for presentation to both the executive and the Senate. The team is expected to come up with a document that would shape Nigeria's legislative stance on the matter and guide its engagement in ongoing international discussions. Now, do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task you and I must accomplish. Always remember, you can watch Rstv News live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And still to come, International Monetary Fund upgrades global growth forecast for 2025. Details of these and more when you return this day.
Power God is here. Dr. Jesus in action, God is here.
The Omega Power Ministries OPM Worldwide presents Dr. Jesus Night with Coconut. It is a night of divine visitation and encounter. It is a night of divine intervention. It is a night of supernatural turnaround. It is a night where mercy will speak and judgment cancelled. It is a night to witness the instant demonstration of God's power and authority. Date, Friday, 3rd October 2025. Time, 8 p.m. till dawn. Venue, OPM Headquarters, Dr. Jesus City, Mbodo Alo, Rivers State, Nigeria. Come with your coconut and receive the grace to travail in prayer to prevail over your enemies.
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
It's good to know you're still here. You're still on Rwasa Television, and this is the World News. The House of Representatives has resolved to investigate the growing concerns over arbitrary and incessant charges by commercial banks in the country. To this end, the House urged the Central Bank of Nigeria to publish a comprehensive and simplified list of approved bank charges and ensure proper enforcement of penalties against banks found to be in violation. It also urged the CBN to establish an accessible and efficient complaints address mechanism for customers affected by illegal or excessive charges. This followed the adoption of a motion of urgent national importance sponsored by Honorable Mukhtar Talani Shagaya. The International Monetary Fund on Tuesday lifted its outlook for global growth this year, flagging a milder than expected economic hit from President Donald Trump's tariff policies while warning of risk ahead. In its flagship World Economic Outlook report, the IMF hiked its 2025 global growth forecast to 3.2%, up from 3.0% in July, while leaving its prediction for 2026 unchanged at 3.1%. Other factors, including the AI boom and fiscal policies in Europe and China, had also helped to prop up the global economy, he said, while warning that the IMF still saw downside risk to growth from the trade uncertainty. The IMF raised its prospects for economic growth for the world's largest economy by 0.1% this year and next to 2.0% in 2025 and to 2.1% in 2026. Still on foreign scene, Cameroon's opposition candidate Issa Chiroma Bakari has claimed victory early today in the October 12 presidential election, urging President Paul Biya, who has been in power for over 4 decades, to concede. Ruth Friday has the rest of the reports.
The independent body in charge of overseeing the poll and the Constitutional Court have not yet announced any results. Official results are expected at the latest by October 26th. Biya's Cameroon People's Democratic Movement Party rejected Chiroma's claim on Tuesday. Gregoire Owona, the Deputy Secretary General of the CPDM, stated that the opposition candidate did not win and lacks the result from the polling stations. Chiroma said he would share a detailed report of the votes by region in the coming days. Minister of Territorial Administration Paul Atanga Nji warned last week that any unauthorized release of results would be deemed high treason, saying only the Constitutional Council can declare a winner. The Israeli military says 20 living hostages have been released by Hamas and have returned to Israel. 48 hostages were still being held in Gaza, although some are believed to be dead. All but one of the hostages were among the 251 people abducted during the Palestinian group's attacks on southern Israel on 7th October 2023, during which about 1,200 other people were killed. According to the territory's Hamas-run health ministry, Israel responded by launching a military campaign in Gaza, during which more than 67,000 people have been killed. Friday Ruth, Rstv Foreign News.
In our entertainment, Nigerian singer and songwriter Dari Autalade says his long career in the entertainment industry has helped him connect better with younger artists. Fortune Aneto has details.
Speaking on the Afropolitan podcast, Dari described his journey as fulfilling and explained how his experiences from being a contestant to a coach and a judge have shaped him. He added that his growth in the industry now allows him to recommend others for opportunities he once sought. He says artists feel comfortable around him because he understands their struggles. Dari has been in the Nigerian music and entertainment scene for years and is known for both his musical talents and works on TV shows. Former Little Mix singer Jason Nelson says she feels proud of her body for the first time in her life after giving birth to her twin daughters, Ocean Jade, Storymorum Nelson Foster, in May. Nelson, 34, shared heartfelt words on Instagram alongside photos of her holding her babies. She said her body has changed and it gave her the best gift she ever had. The singer gave birth at 31 weeks after dealing with a rare condition during pregnancy called twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome, TTTTS. She had surgery in March to treat the condition.
And in sports, Eric Chelle says the clash between Nigeria and Benin Republic is the most important game of his coaching career. Godfrey Barango tells us more.
2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying match day 10 encounter is slated for Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo. Kickoff is 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Nigeria sits in third position in Group C with 14 points, 3 points adrift leaders Benin Republic. The Super Eagles must beat the Cheetahs by at least 2 or more goals and hope South Africa drop points against Rwanda to secure top spot in the group. Manchester United defender Lisandro Martinez is targeting a return to first team action before the end of the month. The combative Argentina international has been on the sidelines since tearing anterior cruciate ligament in his knee against Crystal Palace in February. Britain's Ellis Courtney has pulled out of her undisputed super bantamweight title fight against Miley Flores because of injury. The undefeated Briton was set to take.
And how do you love and care about Rebel State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. For it is a task you and I must accomplish. You can watch RSTV News live on Facebook and YouTube at RSTV Online. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And now to end the news, let's take a look at some of our major stories. Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has urged farmers to take charge of the nation's food security efforts, emphasizing the significant support they've received from the Renewed Hope initiative. The Senate has constituted a 12-member ad hoc committee to advise the legislature on how to respond to growing international concerns over the alleged state-backed persecution of Christians in Nigeria. We had also told you that the House of Representatives has resolved to investigate the growing concerns over arbitrary and incessant charges by commercial banks in the country. And that's the size of the news of this lovely evening. Thank you so much for being my company from start to finish. My name is Emily Tari Mbero. Good night.